the flagship title, the literal genesis of the Xbox brand itself, and the official ushering of the Xbox Series X generation, is the great Master Chief-driven Halo Infinite. Halo couldn't stick the landing with 2020 with an underwhelming showcase, and 343 Industries gave the game an entire year of extra time. Now, it's time to see if Craig and Halo Infinite can impress the fans and critics with this brand new campaign overview. This is Colteastwood. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are looking at Halo Infinite. Finally, the campaign overview. This is where we get to see the campaign after that big, well-needed update from 2020 showcase. Today, we're going to break down everything that the game has to show and has to offer, as well as a direct comparison of 2020 versus 21. If you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new content, and let's look finally at Halo Infinite. This is the brand new Halo Infinite campaign breakdown of everything we will be able to see and do on the massive Zeta Halo Ring open world. Master Chief has been rescued by Pelican Echo 2016 UNSC pilot with the protocol to bring online the master weapon on the mysterious Zeta Halo Ring, a massive open world with varied biomes, unexplored locales, and burned and war-torn battle zones. This is a true open world Halo game with the freedom to take Master Chief and all of his gear across the landscape to hunt down the banished, take out enemy strongholds, and level up your loadout along the way to prepare for the fight against the banished and their leader. The visuals of Halo Infinite similar to what we expect from 343, with major improvements to the overall look and detail of a full reboot of the combat evolved era Halo. Shiny reflective Forerunner structures and worn lived-in micro scratches and battle-scarred landscapes and gear. Right now, Halo Infinite is using traditional baked-in lighting with ray tracing to come post-launch, with the contrast and visual impact of the game much improved over the 2020 showing, with a more confident 343 presenting huge vistas, wide open spaces, and cluttered outcroppings filled with enemies, vehicles, and explosive interactive objects that call out for the player to use creativity and classic Halo combat skill to tackle outposts the way they see fit. Master Chief has been awoken after several months of floating through dark space to activate a new AI called the Weapon, designed specifically to shut down the rampant AI Cortana, missing in action.
I was created to lock down Cortana, but I don't know why. What did she do that was so wrong?
The Banished have been killing off UNSC and Spartan soldiers across the galaxy, and Master Chief will need more than just his rifle to take on this new enemy threat. A true open world means that you will have the freedom and the ability to creatively approach combat scenarios. Master Chief will have access to loadouts and vehicle drops at UNSC vehicle terminals, classic on-the-ground Warthog or Mongoose drops, from the Pelican to take the fight from higher ground, or request a Wasp to get a vertical overview of enemy outposts and take out Banshees overhead and get the literal drop on brutes and their soldiers with devastation with heavy weapons and environmental collateral damage. Seamless camera work puts you in a cinematic immersion with updated incredible visuals, dark mood enhanced lighting, and high quality, high frame rate presentation across Xbox Series consoles and PC. Transitioning smoothly, uncut into gameplay, you'll always feel like you are Spartan 117 and front and center for the action. Because for the first time ever, Halo Infinite is a true open world. This time, it feels like the best of big battles we've experienced across the campaign in Halo Reach, mixed with the best parts of creative sniping or guns blazing aspects of some of our favorite Far Cry games. Outposts will play a major part in letting you tackle objectives, test out new gear and deployables, and hone your skills with combinations using the grapple shot. Looking for Spartan cores, a commodity in the open world that will motivate you to explore and discover ways to upgrade your Spartan's equipment to be more formidable on Zeta Halo, and prepare you for the push into boss battles to test your mettle. Fully destructible objects in the world will give you the feeling of Just Cause, with multiple points of arsenal and environmental creativity to take down banished structures and slow the power grip on Zeta over the UNSC. The Banished are led by brute captains and elite Covenant soldiers, bringing back that classic beloved feel of smart AI-driven enemies that flank, take advantageous position over Master Chief, and sport new and classic weapons. From the mainline Halo universe, the Prometheans and their orange teleportation are gone from Halo Infinite, and what remains is the best, tried and true combat formula that Halo fans have loved for 20 years. To prepare for increasing difficulty and improve the feel of an already robust combat available in Halo Infinite, there are Spartan core upgrades which give you access to Tier 4 improvements to main loadout items like the grapple shot, shield core, radar threat sensor, and drop wall. Returning from Halo 5 are thrusters, which can also be upgraded to get you around big enemies, escape impossible firefights, or close the gap with brutalizing gravity hammer attacks to showcase the impactful feeling of Spartan muscle and the hard-hitting audio design that has won over fans spending dozens of hours already in the Halo Infinite flighting. Heavy vehicles return, giving you complete dominance over being outnumbered or outgunned by the Banished and the Covenant. Access to their Banshees on the fly in the open world take you to portions of the Zeta Halo destroyed hundreds of years before, giving you the feeling of zero-gravity combat to ramp up the incredible physics engine that makes Halo Infinite a virtual playground for ragdoll enemies over a breathtaking view of the void of space and its slice into the Forerunner history. Named boss battles will be a forefront in the game, with one highlight for Jada Udamna, an elite female Covenant assassin that has been hunting and killing Spartans across the world. Boss battles will feature a health bar and tiered varied combat approaches to take them down and earn a precious Spartan core to update your 117 combat kit. A full set of custom creative freedom across a vast open world. This is the new era of Halo. Let's take a look at both the upgraded Halo and last year's version, 2020 versus 2021. One of the biggest problems with the first showing in 2020 was the simplified flat lighting and overly clean presentation that made Halo feel new instead of lived in. Experts and technical analysis showed that Halo's dynamic lighting system was not realistic in terms of shadow density and contrast. 343 took a year to place detail and clutter into the world to visually bring the enemy presence to the front and enrich the overall look of Halo Infinite. Here is the combat in a direct comparison from 2020 to 2021. Looking at the showcase from 2020, and it's clear that Halo Infinite has experienced a visual upgrade, and the fleshed out open world with more compact and enemy-filled areas to explore is a welcome wait for those anticipating a return to form and an arrival of 343's version of Halo. And with the call and love to bring Combat Evolved era forward, a true diehard fan and new fan alike will have a lot to look forward to when Halo Infinite drops December 8th on Xbox consoles and PC. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I know you have thousands of Halo Infinite videos you could be watching, and the official one from Xbox was a great showing. I watched that live at 6 a.m. this morning before work, so it has been very, very busy. One thing I need to bring out front is the improvement. Everybody wants to know how this improvement has been going for Halo Infinite. Right at the very end, they showed the banished leader, the brute with the 90s goatee, and they want to show you that they're making improvements. But John Junisek, the community manager for 343, clarified on social media directly after the stream that that was not an in-engine rendering of the banished leader. This may bring people concerned. I'm not concerned. Looking at the 2020 banished leader, it was missing a lot of detail and a lot of might that would make the character look really menacing, and that detail. But what we did see from the pre-rendered today is the same level of wrinkles and basically the same 3D model with chromatic aberration and some digital distortion over it to hide it. But he did say that was not in-engine, but there is more to come. Looking at the direct comparison of combat scenarios from 2020 to 21, I am fully confident that the game has seen a massive improvement. But that is actually a very small part of the story of Halo Infinite. The open world and the combat and that creativity is center stage for sure. If you were worried about the Halo campaign, the story is there. The combat and the way we'll play in the world is going to be a major highlight. I'm really looking forward to it. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new content. That is a major support for the channel, but if you want to do more, you can join the channel membership by hitting the join button below, or you can join the Patreon. Either of those will get you early access to videos some 10 to 12 hours before they go public. And if you want to hear more, you can follow me on Twitter at Colteastwood or add me on Xbox Live at Colteastwood. Also, XNC is tonight. We're going to cover this in full, and I have a great guest that knows quite a bit about Halo, so check that out. That is a 1 to 2 hour show that I do live on stream here on this channel. It's also on Spotify, Google, and Pocket Podcasts. But I want to know what you take away from this Halo Infinite showing. What is the thing that you're most excited about? Let me know in the comments, and I have to warn you, and this is super important. Right now, those who aren't big fans of Xbox are really upset that this is the big talk. Halo and Forza are the major talks for this holiday and the last half of 2021. And there are some diehard PlayStation fans that you'll see on social media and in this comment section that will have a lot to say against Halo. If you're excited, don't let those type of people take that excitement away from you. And as always, be nice.